Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Edess, your host for Spotlight on Union. And today's Spotlight One-on-One, I have the pleasure of sitting down with the new Director of Economic Development, Carlos Sanchez. Carlos, thank you so much. I'm so excited to have you here.
Well, I am very happy and thank you for having me on your show. I am very excited to be here.
Oh, great. So let's just dive right into it. I know a lot of residents probably aren't too familiar with who you are and what you do. So if you could just give us a little bit of your professional background.
Sure. Before I get into a little bit of my background, let me just say to the residents that all of us here in Union are, sharing the pain and the heavy heart right now with anyone that is going through a pandemic or have the virus. This is challenging for all of us, but we need to continue to support each other and work together and make sure that we're taking all the precautions possible. I am glad that in your show we are 6 feet apart, and I really appreciate that. But listen, we gotta be mindful, and we have to help each other. So, be sure that you are taking care of your neighbors, your parents, your family, and just be safe.
Exactly.
As far as my background, I was born in South America, raised in Union County.
Okay.
More particularly in Elizabeth. I grew up in Elizabeth.
Okay.
I'm a
So
product
nice.
of the Elizabeth school system. Very proud of it. And I began my career after college in working for many different banks, doing commercial lending and working with the small business community.
Okay.
After that, I moved into economic development. I did about 11 years in the city of Elizabeth, working with the economic development team. In 2014, I was given the opportunity to become the director of economic development in the city of Plainfield. I did that for about 4.5 years, and then became the business administrator there in the same town. Great experience, phenomenal track record with the mayor there, and they do fantastic work. Then I moved to Dover, New Jersey, as the business administrator, and now I'm here in Union, and I am very happy to be here.
Well, we're happy to have you. You sound extremely qualified. Let me just throw that out there. Your track history is amazing. So jumping on board and having you on the team, how do you like it so far?
Love it.
Yeah?
Love it, love it, love it. Let me tell you why I love it so much, right? So first of all, we have an excellent team. Our mayor and committee members are phenomenal. They have a clear vision of what they want in economic development. Our business administrator and assistant business administrator are great leaders, and then we have a phenomenal staff. From every single department that you can think in town hall, including our special improvement district staff members, phenomenal passion, for what they're doing, and I think that's what it takes to really move any agenda forward.
Exactly. Now, as you speak of everyone else and how phenomenal they are, what do you think your goals and visions for the town recently joining in? What do you think your goals for the town would be?
Yeah, so more importantly than my goals is what the goals of the town are, right?
Okay.
And what the goals of the leadership are, right? And when I came into Union, there is no secret, there is no doubt that Union is going through a tremendous renaissance right now in development, right?
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. The development that is going on in this town is top-notch development. We have a phenomenal team of different developers with different caliber that bring a lot of good experience and investment to the town. So my immediate goal is to continue to support the development that is going on, but more importantly, support our small business community. As we know, in any town, regardless of who you are, the small business community has been and will continue to be the backbone of the economy. Yeah. And there is no secret. That's what's happening here in Union. We have tremendous business corridors in the center. We have Chestnut Street, Springfield Avenue, Route 22, Morris Avenue that continues to grow. So we just have a tremendous amount of businesses that are continue to grow. And obviously we need to continue to support to ensure that they continue to expand and grow and stay here in Union.
I couldn't agree more. Now, as you mentioned, with the development in Union, we're ranked 43rd, the 43rd best place to live in America. That's phenomenal. Let me just throw that out there. So being ranked so high, what would you want the residents here in Union to expect from you going forward?
So again, that's a great accolade. I mean, and we will use that, to continue to promote our town and the assets that we have here. And one of the main assets that we have is the melting pot that we have, the diversity that we have. You can go to different areas in Union and you have diversity all over the place, right? And not only in our residents, but also in our businesses, which is a key for it. So what I want our residents to know is that I'm committed to continuing to ensure that the vision and the business community continue to grow. I will make the commitment that, listen, I'm the first one to say that as much experience as anyone can bring to the table, none of us are that intelligent to know everything, right?
Exactly.
So this is an opportunity for us to continue to communicate with the residents, with the elected officials, with the business community, and have that dialogue, constantly dialogue of what's needed, where we going, and hear what they need. So that's something that I will commit to as the director, to continue to have communication with all residents. So I encourage residents to reach out to me, give us ideas, anything that we can do to help improve the quality of life of all residents. That's what we want to continue to do.
Well, exactly. Well, speaking of, in particular, do you think anything do you see anything in Union in particular improving?
Improvement? Oh, absolutely. So as I mentioned, we have different areas in Union that are growing and continue to grow. I'm sure that as the census numbers come out, we're going to find out that our town is growing. The population continues to grow, and with that, it brings a lot of different needs, different segments of our community. So we have a tremendous amount of growth that is taking place, but at the same time, again, that brings a lot of challenges. Challenges such as parking, is always a challenge on any town that is growing. So we were looking to address those concerns. Like, for instance, if you look at what's taking place on Morris Avenue between, say, Kane University, the new project across the street, and the downtown, we need to do a connectivity. We need to connect those two areas, connect Chestnut Street with, the downtown. So we're going to be looking at different projects, different initiatives, such as, a bike share program that will help us connect, that will help us bring everyone together so that, all different areas of the town can benefit.
I think that's a phenomenal idea, especially with the students that we have and people traveling back and forth from work, the commute. That would be amazing. So I don't want to take up too much of your time, but one final question. With the pandemic growing or decreasing, everyone's thinking that it's the new norm. The pandemic is the new norm here in Union, here in Jersey, here in America. The pandemic is the new norm. What are your thoughts or predictions for the town with COVID-19 still so present?
Right. So the first thing is, look, you said it and you touched it very, very eloquent. We need to be mindful that we're still under a state of emergency. We still have a pandemic here.
We do.
We do have a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. We have the vaccine coming up. I know our leaders are working with the health officers to make sure that that vaccine, it gets to where it needs to go. But we're still in that stage. So we need to continue to work together. Take all the safety measurements that we know. Wear the mask. Wash your hands, keep your distance. It's been very hard for all of us, not being able to, the holidays, it was different for all of us. We couldn't share with our families and friends, stuff like that. But it will get better. That's number one. Number two, we have to make sure that in the meantime, our business community gets support, So we will continue to work with local Union County officials, state officials, to ensure that any potential programs that are available to the small business community, that we make it available to our business community. We have to make sure, as I said before, the small business community is the backbone of the economy of any town. And here's no different. So we got to make sure that we are there for the small business community. And again, as we continue to grow, we have to do it with mindful of that we're still dealing with a pandemic. look, there is no secret, and there is a lot of studies out there saying that the recovery, the economic recovery, will take a lot of years for us to all, but we will get there.
Yeah.
It's just that we have to take proper steps, So, we just have to continue to come together, residents, elected officials, staff, and we just need to continue to support each other, and we will be okay at the end. It's been challenging for all of us, and again, I want to express my hard feelings to anyone that is going through the pandemic right now, and just make sure you check with your doctor, continue to check with your doctor, and continue to take all the healthcare protocols.
I couldn't agree more. And I just want to touch a little bit on how you said small businesses. A lot of residents may not know. Follow your small businesses on social media. Follow them on social media. Follow them on the channel, because they're there. They have promotions. They have deals. They have everything going on to include the residents, because they want to be there. They want you. They need us. We just as much as we need them, they need us.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we have always promoted shop local, support your small business community. That message has never been more important than now.
Exactly.
Please do support your small business community. They're still open for business even during this pandemic. There is takeout, there is delivery services. Please continue to support your small business community. It is critical for the town. It's critical for all of us to make sure that our business community is there once we come out of this pandemic. So please continue to go out, support your business community, shop local, tell your friends and residents to continue to shop local.
I couldn't agree. Tonight for dinner, I'm probably shopping local.
Absolutely. That's what I'm doing tonight.
Well, Carlos, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure having you. I bet our residents appreciate having you here and getting to know you a little bit.
No, thank you for having me on the show. And again, I am looking forward. I'm very excited of being here in Union.
Exactly.
And again, we do have a phenomenal team right now that we will continue to work for all residents in Union. So thank you for having me.
Of course, and we all wish you good luck, and we're pretty sure you're going to be great here, and you're fitting right on in.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in. Make sure you tune in next time for Spotlight One-on-One with our new guest. I'll see you later.